Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Starcom. Hope you're having a great day today. Today, well, we're going to take out some of these dorks first because they're going to be here and we need to do that right now, I guess. We're going to make a trade with the Trade Guild, I think, is the plan. Tentative plan, anyway. Oh, yeah. These guys are toast. There we go. And just recap you on what happened in the last video here. We have got the archive crystal that we're trying to go after. And the Gloria believe that the artifact may have been sold to the Trade Guild. So we're going to want to look into buying this from the Trade Guild if that's what it takes. But there's this sort of archive crystal that's supposed to kind of reveal the answers here to this whole mystery of what tech and stuff that the Devout have. So we're going to go ahead and hail this guy. Greetings, non-affiliated grade transit code holder. What did you wish to transact about? And so if I trade with him, what I'm hoping... right there. So it's an archive crystal here. And it's going to cost us 60 iridium. I have 124 after a really brief... I had a trade with Whiskamug before starting this video. And he had quite a bit. So I bought all the iridium he had in exchange for a variety of different things. Platinum mostly is what I deal with because I have tons of it that I don't need. And anyway, so there's an archive crystal here. So I'm going to go ahead and buy it. And that was what was basically required. And then for the quest to proceed, but I did want to see if there's any other deals. It doesn't look like it. Okay. So we'll go ahead and end communications here. So now that I have this, in our cargo hold, we can now analyze that. A relatively primitive holographic data crystal. It says this low density data storage by our standards. It contains a detailed treatise on elements of the Arcadian creation myths. And we get 25 research points for that. And so that kind of leads us to have almost nothing left for this. Now we're back to the Safarial. In order to do the Safarial quest, we need 200 iridium, which is not something that I have access to at the moment. But maybe the traders on this planet will have some. So they have 73. We actually sell it for a huge discount. Sorry, we can sell it for a huge surplus. It's actually much better for us to sell this at this price and then buy it back from somebody else. This gives us a ton of platinum. This is why I keep getting so much platinum, is because these guys just love giving me all their stuff. So I can go down to 0 here. I can sell it for such great prices here. My Chirolite even can sell one of those, I suppose. And then I think that's kind of it for me at the moment. I might... Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm just going to get a whole bunch more platinum that way. And then all I need to do now is essentially just sell my platinum. Find a place where I can sell platinum at a huge... at a much better price. I haven't been able to find somebody who gives me a really great deal on platinum yet in terms of selling it. But I'm looking at that. So like this one's not too bad. And it gives us iridium for it. Maybe this is the answer now, because they have like infinite iridium right now, right? So it's not that bad, actually. If we go down to, say, 600, this will give us 122 iridium. So if I go down to 500, I get 156. So like probably 440. No, I guess it's going to have to be 400. It's still fine. You know, like this is an okay... I'd rather have a better trade here, though, honestly. To get the iridium, I'd rather have a better trade than this. But I just don't know, because these guys deal with this, and Whiskamug didn't have enough of it. So I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and just say, you know what do I need it for anyway? And I'll do this. So that gives me up to 207. I suppose we could probably do this stuff too and sell these. Redacted data, analyze. We can get rid of that stuff too. That's fine, whatever. Okay, so now that we have the 227, we can... head over to... First, let's head over to the wormhole gateway. We can head over to where we... Hang on. I still can't complete this thought because there's more things popping up. I've done a first analysis of the Arcadian Archive Crystal. This was a very unusual culture with a unique history. It seems a lot of their myth was scientific data mapped onto concepts they understood. Space is ocean, waves are warp fields, etc. There is one particular segment that is in a completely different language. or at least I think it's a language. It's flowing lines with intricate patterns that look tantalizingly like warp equations, but the complete context is missing. Commander Dolson's team has spent a lot of time researching the civilizations of the space. She might have better insight. We have to go talk with our friends over there in the Alethea. But first, before we do that, let's go back to, I think it was here, right? Because we couldn't go this way through the flinger. I don't think we were allowed to go to the flinger. Or was it this one? Where's the dude that's we're supposed to bribe? Isn't there supposed to be a... I thought there was a marker on him. There used to be a marker on him. Now I'm not so sure. Let's go here real quick. Well, we have Kiernan carriers to deal with. Yep, the Kiernan are here. Of course they are. It's fine. We'll just shoot them with all of our much bigger guns. Yep, lasers all over the place. So many lasers. Hi, big ship. You don't mind if I just come and say hi aggressively, do you? No? Not a big deal, right? Pew, pew. I'm not even going to touch the controls. The lasers will take care of it. Lasers are cool, are really cool. They're really nice. They do a lot of damage. All right, so that takes care of that. I don't actually remember where this guy is. I want to say it was in here. Like, I want to say this is the entrance to Safarial space and that this flinger is what takes us there, but we never went there. But I'm drawing a blank and thinking maybe that I don't remember this as well as I thought I did. Because I didn't make notes of it because I'm just that way, you know, that's how I am. After preliminary analysis of the singularity, I think it's unlikely to be natural. Dr. Rama might have some more insights. Okay, so we definitely have to talk to people in our home system, if you could call it that, to ask additional questions that may or may not answer some of our questions or lead to clues, and then those may lead to other clues, etc. Okay, this is the guild envoy that we were supposed to bribe to go into Safarial space. So here we go. Greetings again, Commander Pryor. And again, as guild envoy to the Safarial, I would discourage you from approaching further. All right, I agree to pay 100 iridium now, 100 on delivery of the Telonian fragment. Very good. Depart this area and return in a while. Okay, so I have now done the thing. I have successfully bribed him as we need. And I will now proceed back to the wormhole. And I think I'll just have it go back here. We'll just go right back to the Seleno. I don't think I'd really need to go to the station specifically, but I'm just going to have it do it anyway. We're traveling at up to 332.9 is where it taps out, which is pretty good, but I'd love to get stage 3, you know, level 3 engines if it exists. It has to exist because there's a whole bunch of question marks, man. I would love it to exist. Hey, we got even more Kiernan here, man. They just spawned here again. You guys just don't give up, do you? All right, here. I'm just gonna sit here and let my lasers do everything to you. All right, I promise not to touch the mouse. I probably should touch the mouse. Should I touch the mouse? I really think I should probably touch the mouse. I still haven't touched the mouse. I still haven't, but I really think I should. Oh, this is a requirement to touch the mouse. Yeah, this is actually not mouse touching. This is spacebar. Yeah. We're good. No mouse touching required here. Come on now. Yeah, you're dead. Okay. Jeez. Uh-huh. Bing, 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 bing. All right, I got a little cocky there. I hit the B key to, you know, do the whole repair thing. I did do that, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, go back to the wormhole gateway and then drop down into this system here, please. There we go. And we want to talk to the Alethea, who is over here. So let's talk to these guys first before we go to the station, because I have a feeling once we get to the station, I won't be able to leave it until I talk to them. So that tends to happen. So right over here is our friends who used to be in a much bigger ship than us, and now not so much. After you last left, I reached out to the Goyer who shared their collective data on the Arcadians with us. The basic myth is that two peoples were chosen by the gods to cross the sea in a pair of great arcs and settle in a promised land. But it was a long journey, and during it, the children of one of the peoples grew tired and wished to return home. They went to the charlatier of the gods and asked him to take them back. He could not disobey his masters, but he could promise to keep them safe and teach them the workings of the ship so that they could understand their journey. The children used his teachings to free the captured waves that carried the ship, thinking this would stop them. Instead, it tore the ship apart, and the waves caused the other ship to founder and become lost in a storm. The Telonian called upon his chariot to save as many of the Arcadians as he could, then passed beyond the Great Ring. Okay, end of story time. As Lieutenant Triton noted, and the Arcadians themselves later believed, this myth was very likely a real event that was incomprehensible to a pre-industrial civilization. I think the most salient point is the circular flowing lines, which are described as the eye of the wheel of the chariot and eye of the storm, but we lack the complete context to extrapolate its meaning. It's, yeah, the old ancient religious stories that are just, you know, the Noah's Ark stuff. Where it's like, yeah, sure. Great. Yeah, that definitely happened. Of course, obviously. All right. Yeah. Let's take this. And we're going to go to operations. But we have 625 research points. And I'm thinking, you know, increase plasma turret accuracy. It's all plasma turret stuff. I don't really care. Miracle worker. At least 2 astro moderately increase the probability of finding artifact drops. Nah. No, I'm looking at weapons now. I think I'm going for weapons here. Let's go. We could try out fighter drones too, but I'm already out of hexes. Shields. Slow the amount where they naturally decay. That could be useful. Natural discharge speeds, right? So it could be useful, but I tend to turn them off when I don't want to use them. I'm pretty good about doing that. I don't think there's any real need to do the super fast laser acquisition speed either. 200 points is a lot for that. So like, what do I spend my points on then? I kind of have everything I need, right? I could do level 3 batteries, but that's not that big of a deal. Advanced focusing, accuracy of the plasma weapons, some more. Damage, greater range. Okay, greater range would work, you know, just to try to get the... I'll do that. Get the fighters and the missiles and stuff and be able to hit them from further away. I'm all right with that. Bolt speed, we can do that too. That's okay. Modules, room contain the memory structure. Speaking of prepares by 7%, not bad. This is the part where we can do the whole colors. I'm going to do that just to, and I'll help the recovery or help the repair stuff too, I guess. But I wanted to see what it's like to do colors and stuff, or to change colors. And there's a new button here now. It says change or edit color scheme. Ooh. Oh goodness. Okay. So that's just, yep. Well, so we can change this to kind of anything we're looking for here. Hull detail, all the detail stuff. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I kind of like that combo too. That's an interesting color combo. Underplating, I don't see a whole lot of that. I guess there's a little bit at the top here. Put that kind of as the same color as this. I wish there was a copy paste function. And then what's smoothness about? Oh, interesting. It's like a, yeah, there's like a bit of a depth to it kind of thing. Oh, that's interesting. All right, we'll try that. Let's try this like red and It's like bluish green. I guess it's like a turquoise color almost, yeah? We'll try that out, see what that's about. Lieutenant Milton, more resources arrived from that dust refinery. Thanks. Appreciate you. That's about all for now. Dr. Rama, nope. But we have only one question left for her anyway. Can you explain where we are? Assume your question to mean this universe and not a complete collapse of your spatial awareness. We are in a universe that separated from our own during the inflationary epoch. A remnant of the Big Bang, as it were. Yeah, I think we've read this before. Yeah. This is what I want right here. Lieutenant Perks suggested you might have some insights into a singularity we uncovered. I saw your Astro officer's report. I disagree with Lieutenant Perks' very unscientific title, Immodest Singularity Exposed. But I agree that even with this universe's modified physics, no celestial body would ever collapse into this state. Based on Fedora's data, what could have collapsed into this state is the wormhole created by the Starlance. This is a low evidence hypothesis, but if the wormhole creation process failed to completely stabilize, it might leave a deformed aperture like the immodest singularity. Does that mean we can go through it? Do you realize it's called immodest because it's naked, right? Naked singularity, but it's not totally naked, so it's immodest. Does that mean we can go through it? If my hypothesis is correct, it means that it might go somewhere, or possibly another universe. But Fedora would be reduced to thermal radiation if it tried to go through it now. Okay, so in other words, no. We cannot go through it. Okay, I don't really want to execute the erasure algorithm. I'd like to get my ship kind of maxed out in its size before I do that. What I'm worried about is that I get access to new weapons and stuff. But the thing is, I'm not going to be able to use them. So I talked about earlier how I could just do the erasure algorithm. And then since my hull is already a 600, I've already had the Dreadnought. I don't need to go and do this, right? I can erase the tech and then just not do this line and save a whole bunch of science, right? But that thinking I think is a little bit flawed, because if I do that, if I erase and then don't research that stuff, my ship is going to end up being like max ship size 155 out of 40 or something like that. And if I do that, then I won't be able to add anything to the ship. The ship will still be there. I'll still have all the stuff on it. It's already built. But if I delete anything, I won't be able to re-add it because I'm already over my maximum. So I think I can't do what I thought I was going to do. Ooh. See, okay, so I have a problem with this color because it's very, like, we have enemies and stuff that were this color earlier, right? So I almost want to pick a different color. We have enemies that were that color. And now I'm kind of digging this light blue almost kind of thing here. Maybe not green. Come up with our own color, you know? I don't really have my own color. Let's do like a... Not pink, but... I don't know. What does this color look like when you see it in space? Does it look okay? Ooh, there's like a shine to it too, right? Yeah, it's like sparkling and stuff. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I like this at all. It's very shiny. It's cool. It's just shiny. You look at that shimmer. I don't know. And we can remove that too, I think, with the colors, because I think you go and you put the smoothness down. I think that removes it. Let me just see if that's true or not. Yes, we don't have as much shine anymore on that. Yeah. Okay. Colors. What color? All of our enemies have been. I really don't think this color is a color for our enemies yet. You know, I think we're good here with this. Almost want to play around with the shading a little bit here. Okay, so I've decided on this color scheme. I think it looks pretty good. We got kind of a light blue, and then there's orange accents around. I think it looks good. We're going to go with that for a while. We can always change it later, but I'm going to go with this one for now. I think it's going to be good. Okay, so check out the mission list. all we have is redacted with nothing really to go on here. The Safarial, which it wants us to come back later. And then the CXTA, which just has this log for Half Chariot. And that's it. There are no other missions right now. So I'm kind of in this what do I do stage, right? So we can either explore. I think before we go and explore, though, I do want to touch base with our little information dude up here. And if there are... If he's got the stuff, then we'll just complete that exchange right now. And if he doesn't have the stuff yet, then we'll go and explore some more. Oh, hang on. I think I found something Captain Dolson's team missed. The Arcadians understood space travel and wormholes, even if they expressed it in a way we find quaint. The Telonian did not pass through the nearby local gateway. It went beyond it. It might be worth investigating the space behind their gateway as viewed from their planet's perspective. But this is a 2D game. How do I do this? It's okay. Guild Envoy, do you have the stuff for me, or have I not been gone long enough? No. Be patient. Okay. So there might be... I think the quest log will probably highlight that mission when I need to go back, is what I'm guessing. CXTA, the transponder log had referenced Half Chariot. We don't need to do that. So he's telling me to do what now? The Telonia did not pass through the nearby local gateway. It went behind it. It might be worth investigating the space behind their gateway as viewed from their planet's perspective. I'm not sure what that means. I guess I should go here is what it means, right? So I'll go back to this wormhole gateway, which is over by the black hole. The black hole right here, right? And then I guess it wants me to come into this area, which I almost found that myself. I was heading this way. It just never popped up on the map, but I almost got it. So the ship should make contact with that wormhole any second. Now, I also want to go over to this multimodal Cephid here. Cephid. I want to go over to this too because I don't think we've been there yet. And I think that might have some interesting stuff too. In fact, you know what? Before I do that, let's go here first. Yeah, let's go here first. I'm going to just have this ship guide us there. If it ever doesn't overshoot the wormhole. Come on now. Get in there. There you go. All right, we're going to head this way first because I want to see this and see if anything triggers. And then from there, we can then navigate to this point. And while I was on the way here, as it starts to reveal more things, it also now has pinged this. So there's an orange star over here that we didn't know about earlier as well. So we can go see what that's about. This star is cycling through a complex multi-phase output pattern. It's non-random, but the computer isn't finding a finite solution. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a true multimodal dwarf Cephid. What Dr. Cephid, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. What Dr. Rama was hoping to find when we ended up discovering the Starlance. We'll have to tell her about it then. Let's not tell her. Right? Okay. Maybe we won't tell her then. Okay. Survey team away. Millennia ago, Lieutenant Perks explains, this planet had a large amount of water that cycled between frozen, liquid, and gaseous states, depending on the activity of the local star. But during one of the prolonged extremes, the moisture was boiled off entirely, never to recover. Within deep caves, the team uncover fossils of complex, multicellular aquatic life forms, although no signs of technology. Given the life form's complexity and the erratic environment, these creatures must have evolved the ability to survive being frozen solid, as well as completely dehydrated. Wow. That's pretty extreme. Imagine, I mean, I guess you wouldn't really survive being frozen solid, you know? I guess. Like they talk about in sci-fi, you know, they talk about the whole I don't even know if it's really science fiction now. Don't they have real life services for this kind of stuff? Like cryogenic freezing, right? It's not really freezing in a typical sense. Like you're not really like in a block of ice, but to sort of be able to survive being frozen in a block of ice would be incredible. That would be insane. How would that even work? Like it'd be terrifying, right? Imagine you're completely conscious frozen in ice. First off, it would hurt a lot, right? That's cold. It would hurt a lot. And then I guess your skin would have to adapt to having it not hurt, right? Otherwise, you'd be in excruciating pain and absolutely no movement is possible. I just can't imagine it. With great difficulty, Lieutenant Perks pilots the lander through a blinding sandstorm. Sensors estimate whatever the signal was. We've seen this before. So we're just going to try to find stuff. And we roll with our bonus. We find 4 iridium. There you go. Okay. And then we have this R4 unscanned planet down here, which we can scan and no anomalies. Okie dokie. Cool. Well, we're not going to tell our friend about that one. Don't tell Dr. Rama. So let's head to this orange star, see if there's anything interesting there. I'm hoping for another wormhole gateway to be in this system so that we can just wormhole gateway directly over here. But otherwise, we will have to travel a little bit more to find one. It's a big old gas giant here we want to go take a look at, I guess. And so far, not much else. Nope. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's a rocky planet here, too. Take a quick adjustment to course. Head over there. Oh, there is something ancient. This is a very old automated orbital defense station in surprisingly good condition and still very dangerous. Yeah, I'll say. Well, like we have so many ways to defend ourselves against those types of weapons. Time to kill it. And then we'll go down to the surface once it's dead. Wow, it is pretty strong, too. It's pretty resilient against my shots. There it goes. It didn't die nearly as fast as I thought it would. We got some chirolite for that. That's very convenient. Send down to the surface. A fortified tunnel at the base of a large mesa was buried centuries ago by a rock slide. In the past few decades, erosion effects have re-exposed it. The same effects have weathered away the shield plating to the point that the team is able to enter without difficulty. Deep within, the team finds an old research facility, probably from mid-Empire according to Lieutenant Triton. After an investigation of the surviving equipment, it seems likely that this facility worked in genetic modifications. Unfortunately, the genetic materials have degraded to the point where there is no hope in determining the nature of the modifications or even the species, but a large device connected to the storage units attracts Lieutenant Rey's attention. This transcriber could take patterns in DNA or species equivalents and record them in an optical substrate and vice versa. The data is annotated, but there's not enough context for the universal translator. I thought where this was going is that it would allow us to, go the Safarial, right? Maybe make us appear like one of them. I want an illusion, all right? I want to make an illusion so that we can go in there and not have to give that guy any money, but it's too late. I already gave it to him, so it is what it is. I'm going to go down to smart with this one. Yeah, okay, so no quest objectives have been progressed with this finding, but there are 2 more places to go here, and then we can still go to... This is a really big gas giant. It's huge. Look at this. This is another one of those things where it almost doesn't fit on the screen. Yeah, it almost can fit the whole thing on the screen, but not quite. So this is about as big as that other really big one I found before. Skimming a few hundred kilometers below the upper cloud layers, sensors detect the source of the anomaly reading. A pocket of rare ethylene gas. So we just get a little bit of ethylene. Okay. And then one of its moons. Nothing going on there. Okay, so no wormhole either. Right. All right then. So we'll just take the closest path to that spot. Whatever the game thinks the closest path to that spot is, which looks like going to that wormhole gateway there. All right then. So I will let that happen. Let that travel. And I will see you guys over there unless something else happens. All right, making our way down to that point. 332 plus speed here. And we are uncovering a couple of different little places to go here around an orange star, and a flinger is available, as well as all these wonderful things. I can't shoot them anymore, can I? No, I can do that though. Oh, the lasers are fun. Whoa, hey, how you doing, guys? Sure, come on in. Yeah, no, this is great. Okay, time to blow them up and get out of there. There we go. That's one down. Let's make sure we turn our face towards them because they're that's where all my deflectors and stuff are. Make sure I can get that happening. There we go. Nope, turn that shield off. We don't need it just yet. Just want to make sure we stay out of all the EMP bombs there. There we go. Man, dude, those fixed weapons are so strong. They're so good. Oh, hi there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you're trying to run away. Too bad your teleporter... It looks like their teleporter has like a cooldown. Can't just do it all the time, which is fair. It seems quite balanced, actually. If they could do it all the time, that'd be nuts. Be like the Discovery, you know? You guys remember, if anyone's seen Star Trek Discovery, I am in no way implying that this is like the best Star Trek, because it's not. Okay, but I thought the part where they were constantly over and over again teleporting through the mycelium network and just like jumping like all around the enemy ship. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. They did like 200 jumps back to back to back to back to back, and I thought that was like, this is crazy warfare. That's so cool that you could just do that. Anyway, it's another devout prison, and we can try to free the prisoners once more. So yeah, let's do that. A complete lack of cover makes the element of surprise nearly impossible. Wow, we just did not roll very well on that. It soon becomes obvious that there's no way of overcoming the guards without resorting to weaponry that would be just as likely to kill the prisoners. Cygnus Lee aborts the attack. Damn, we didn't free him. I had a bad roll. I'm rolling a 16. Tis what it is. All right, well, sorry, prisoners. You're just gonna have to be that way. Maybe we'll go in and try to free you later. I don't think that's going to let us do that, though. Right? Now, it says survey incomplete, so maybe. Maybe it would let us do it again. Can we try after returning to the station or advancement? Okay, so I can come back for you. I'll come back for you. You'll just have to believe me, man. And scanning. Nothing there. And we can go and give that investigation complete. Yeah, no anomalies, not included. So we're going to go to the flinger and see where this takes us. And there we go. Man, I almost got to this stuff myself just by going this way randomly before. And there's a bunch of devout warbirds out here too, so let's do this. More scanning on the way in. Yeah, there they go. Oh yeah, let's go. Bring it. Yikes. Shoot him. Yep, got it. Good. Good. Didn't get hit by any of their stuff because my weapon systems are just too good to even hit me. Look at all the lasers just doing the work for me. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, they're gonna attack me from behind, but I'm gonna just activate my shields real quick. That'll take care of that. Yep, there we go. All right, now he just teleported. There it is. So it's a bit of a cooldown here. Let's take advantage of that. A little bit of energy. No, we're good. Sweet. All right. No problems. Now we can just investigate this place's quickly or as slowly as we'd like. And then there's another flinger. Actually, a whole bunch in this area. Yeah, there's a lot of things in here. Little moons and stuff. Or I guess they're just rocky planets. I don't know if they're moons or this is orbiting that. I don't know. A tremendous recent explosion has created a deep crater on this otherwise dull planetoid. Strangely, some of the rock at the explosion's locus has trace amounts of exotic matter. We got some xenium. Send some people down to this one too. An incongruous rock of titanium, chunk of titanium slag sits half buried on the planet's composed of otherwise unremarkable ores. I've seen similar chunks in post-combat debris fields. We've seen this before. We get some plus 27 titanium for that. Let's go ahead and activate that wormhole, and we have another flinger here. So, question becomes, which flinger first, huh? I think we go deeper. We will go deeper. Let's find out where this leads. Getting further and further away. And just, there's still so much map left. This game is huge. All right, so this rocky place here we can go to, and we can also go to that one down there as well. I scanned that one too. So this was once home to an agrarian society that subsequently went extinct. There's also an abandoned archaeological site of much more advanced civilization. Based on the scattered data and the logs, Lieutenant Triton concludes that a recent survey expedition was looking for a lost civilization known as the Arcadians and were investigating this planet as a possible candidate. They abandoned their studies when, after concluding the civilization was far too old to be a candidate. Yes. So we've seen this before too, I think twice before. The academics of the Fallen Empire had some very sophisticated cultural analysis tools. We've seen this before as well. So another 75 science for us for the same event as already discussed. I mean, obviously, with as big as this game is, I don't expect like every single surface, every single planet to be, completely unique, right? There's going to be some overlap. Another devout prison here. Plus 15% to tactics. Wow, we just rolled really low again. Well, we'll have to try again some other time. We rolled a 16 and a 15 to try to free these guys. That's real unfortunate. We're going deeper. Here we go. Down this way. See where it takes us here. And keep in mind, we're doing this because there's just nothing left in our missions. But there is cargo to analyze, I suppose. A plasma capacitor that's burnt out from overheating. We got that. Likely an experimental tech the Devout are working on to increase the capacity of their plasma weapons. Ah, they wasted little time turning their new remnant techs into weaponry. I see. It's good news. The good news is that this component solves a key design issue that's prevented us from scaling up our plasma turrets. We can now make Mark III plasma turrets. Okay, cool. Advanced engine components. Propulsion focusing nozzle from the engine capable of large-scale mixing of plasma with neutronium chamber, sorry. Yes, based on this design, we can now research Mark III engines. Oh, baby. That's what I was looking for. Now we're going to be cooking with gas. The hope is that I can get the same acceleration as I have now with significantly less parts. That allows me to put more weapon systems, more reactors, etc. Or, just flat out get faster. But I'm not really disappointed with the speed I can move around right now. I don't think I'm particularly bad in that regard. But I definitely want to have more weapon systems, and just whenever I do get into an engagement, it would be nice to, just end it real quick, They're just coming straight for me. Of course, when I make it look like that, it makes it look like I don't need any more weapon systems, but picked up a plasma cohesion chamber. Oh, there we go. Let's back out of that EMP real slightly now and fire. So I cleaned up all the enemies, and now I'm cleaning up these, and they just make really big explosions. They're fun that way. Boom. Okay. So, in this area, doesn't seem like a whole lot to research here. Scanned everything already. Not a lot going on. So, aside from the little bit of fighting there, uneventful. I'm kind of confused, though, why it exists. If there's not... Did I miss something down here? Is there something lower? Because there's really nothing here. It's just that fight, and that's it. And very rarely do I ever see... Or very rarely have I ever seen a system where there wasn't really anything to survey in the system. So that's peculiar. But we have this yellow star here and this orange one down here, and I feel like maybe it's worth investigating these a little bit first. We'll go to this rocky one here first. See what we got going on. There's more. It's like devout here. I don't really need the shield. There we go. If they start teleporting, I'll use it, but otherwise, no thanks. Don't need it. Okay, this system's got to have something going on. And there's a city here. Come on. There's no anomalies? Look at that. There's definitely an anomaly. Come on. Go down there and take a look at it. All right. Nothing here. You can grab this warp gateway, wormhole gateway, whatever you want to call it. And then there's the station over here. A temple. Oh, with the rings. And some remnant art. Yeah, there's like a crash site here. Interesting. We'll just casually dispose of this station real fast. Boom. Scan. There's the Telonian chariot. This enormous vessel shows signs of activity around what looks like an entry hatch. Attempts to interface with it are blocked by an encryption jammer on the far side. This appears to be an intact version of the remnant wreck we previously encountered, aka a Telonian chariot. The devout treat remnant artifacts with religious reverence. My guess is this is the redacted we've seen referenced. Ah, okay. But there's no way to interact with it just yet. We've at least discovered the chariot. Okay, cool. And of course, a planet with rings. Old lab facility has been repurposed by the devout, presumably to study the artifact above. There are hundreds of recently dead devout researchers. Some of these died by self-inflicted wounds, but many were likely executed. Whatever data they had, wow, that's a lot of resources. Cool. A lot of different resources, but individually not that many, but still, like 2 Chirolite that's awesome. Whatever data they had collected has been meticulously, wiped clean from their computers and databanks. As far as the team can tell, not a bit was left for discovery. There is a wide variety of equipment that, while smashed, is full of useful rare resources. I like useful rare resources. And then I guess we'll just come over here. We have a wormhole gateway here that lets us get wherever we want. And then there's this flinger, which probably takes us to someplace, maybe over here even. Or like right here, and then there's another planet there. But extra places to go. And another temple, and a couple more ships to deal with potentially here too. Ah, these ones teleport. Beautiful. Let's get rid of the teleporter first. Oh, or not. Well, that's why we shoot the teleporter first, because he can move away. Shoot the station now. Let's see if we can't get rid of some of these. All right, hang on. There we go. You're toast. Oh, yeah. Completely toast. Let's grab some of the loot, and then we'll prepare for the next round of this fight. In a second, I was kind of hoping I could get him to teleport to me. There we go. Look at all those missiles coming toward us. Wow, that's a lot. And none of them hit me. That's why I like lasers. You can't block the laser. I fixed weapons here. You can block them, I suppose, but I suppose they're probably much harder to block than those little missiles are. Whoo, here they come. Yeah. There we go. I'll focus this one down. They are taking me out. That EMP's pretty rough on my batteries. All right, let's back up. And I'm trying to refresh our shields here real quick. Make them teleport to me. And we can just kind of pick them out one at a time. That's a big ship, man. Look at the size of that thing. That thing is enormous. Whoa. It's killing my energy, too. Damn. I think he's got, like, EMP rounds or something. Oh, my gosh. That laser takes everything out of me. Glad to finally be rid of that ship. Let's zoom ahead real quick here. Yikes. I just kind of zoomed ahead right into missiles. Support personnel are critically injured. Damn. Got 99 out of 100 now. Okay, you're dead. I tried to hit X, but he was already blowing up. Tried to hail him, see what he says. You can always get hailed by this station over here, the mothership. Okay. Well, you have a very mothership-like trait about you. Damn, look at all these things. Yeah. That's more like a mothership. Holy smokes. Look at the size of that station. Thing is enormous. All right. Well, at least we can shoot. Like, we're going to be constantly... Our lasers are basically entirely focused on defense here. Which is completely fine. My fixed weapons will do damage here. That's fine. Just bombard it from a distance here. Yep, there we go. Focus on the core. Let's get a little slide to the left. Just rotate with it so that we're not hitting the arms. We just focus down the core. There we go. Oh, hi, mothership. Yeah, you're like a mothership. Sure. Oh man, is this your home world? That's kind of crazy how I just kind of stumbled on two gigantic things. Yeah, that's gonna take all my energy out. Let's back up a bit. I mean, I can just kind of sit here. I don't particularly like to sit in the pink mist, but he's gonna chase me. He's gonna chase me. It will be his doom. That was very bright. All right, cool. We wrapped that up. It wasn't particularly difficult. Survey team away. This former heretic pyramid now serves as a devout outpost. You don't say. The orbital base ship must have been the logistical hub because everything is now in chaos. Devout from numerous cultures are running from point to point trying to restore communications with the command ship. They are too numerous to overpower, but based on prior interactions, Lieutenant Triton suggests a bold plan. They're very hierarchical. I think if we just walk in like we belong, we'll be unopposed. Okay. This is not the best time to be rolling light. Like, this is terrible rolls today. The team enter the outpost unchallenged. Apparently 39% is enough. But the situation is chaotic. It's unclear what they're even looking for. After an hour of aimless wandering, Lieutenant Kepler notes that some of the devout are starting to pay some attention to the team. Before they are asked any difficult questions, the team aborts the mission for now. Okay, for now. Incomplete. I can retry later, I guess. I've rolled a 16, a 15, and a 14 today. Back to back. Wow. Just when the natives were getting curious, I spotted some interesting data tablets. I think if we wait a bit and come back, we might be able to grab them before they get suspicious. Okay. We'll do that. This was a recently evacuated small-scale makeshift devout research lab. The computers had been thoroughly wiped clean, but some large machines were left mostly intact. Besides being a free source of materials, one of the machines was designed to simulate gravitational waves. Got some extra stuff. Machine still has a physics simulation loaded. for low amplitude anti-gravity waves. Looks like the Devout were trying to construct a reverse tractor beam. Oh, okay. There's value in that, yeah. Being able to push things instead of just pull them. Yeah, sure. You can push it into a star, for example. And nothing here. All right, then. So, redacted. We can get some from there. Okay. And there's a flinger up that way. And we've now met new... We've been seen new places. Yes, I think now what I'm going to do... you know what? Tell you what. Why don't we go to this flinger? Oh, that's the fastest way to the... You kidding me? That can't be the fastest way to that flinger. Come on now. Don't do that. I want to go to this flinger and we'll see where that goes, but we need to go back to the station for a couple of reasons. One of which, it resets all these quests so that we can try the prison, and try that thing again. But the other thing it does is it's going to let me get my tier 3 engines now. And so I can see just how much faster we're going to be, because we're at, like, I think it was at 322, 332. I forget what the max speed was, but it's up there. And I want to get to like 600, 700, right? I want to see some really, you know, crazy good, you know, speeds from this. So I don't necessarily need flingers as much anymore. Like the people on Reddit who said they could just travel 1500 like it's nothing. Well, that's what I want to do. I want to travel like it's 1500. Because this right here, we go like 1700 usually over here. Max speed, yeah, 1800 right here. Sure. I want to be able to do this fast on my own. That'd be crazy. Just go wherever I want. Like, open space is my flinger. My ship is my flinger. Yeah. That sounds good. All right, let's see if we can scan anything of interest in this area. See what it is. Surface of the part of the planet is marked with irregular granite intrusions. Okay, so we can just get some ore out of this. Cool. A little bit of titanium. Good stuff. Quick scan here. Quick survey here. Cruiser with the Devout markings crashed here very recently, possibly within days. The reactor is still warm. There are no survivors. The crew were killed instantly, sometime before impact. There is widespread and catastrophic cellular disruption at the molecular level from an unknown cause. Whoa. While the ship has suffered some strange damage, likely from whatever killed the crew, there's quite a bit of salvage. And the captain's body has a data tablet. Trinary key 2? Well, a trinary key leads me to believe that there are 3 of them. And we have 1 and 2 now. So we just need a third, obviously, right? Let's see what the plasma cohesion adapter is. Uses a supercooled condensate to maximize cohesion of plasma projectiles. We can now extend our plasma weapons range even further. Wonderful. And the shroud controller? The Devout have modified their flak system into a multi-target offensive weapon. We can now research the Havoc Shroud, which would give Havoc weapons an alternate offensive fire mode. Oh. Well, that makes them much more useful to me. And then, of course, the trinary key. Let's take a look at these things. These are the data tablets. Part of a 3-factor encryption protocol labeled redacted. Yes, so we need 3 of these keys to interface with that ship. Right here, right? 3 of those keys. Okay. So we have ourselves another objective. Does it list that objective in our missions? It does. So 2 out of 3. Good, I don't have to remember it then.